But it's really an honor right now, Nate, because I know what Le Creuset means to David Venable. I mean, it is the heart and soul of how he loves to cook. And Nate, who brings us Le Creuset, is here tonight with something that is absolutely gorgeous. And I was sharing with Nate that I was watching you guys together one time, and I decided I didn't like the way my kitchen looked. And my husband said, yeah, live with it, because the kitchen is staying, honey. And so I bought several, some of it on QVC.com, several items from Le Creuset in a bright color that when it sits on my stove, when it's around my kitchen, it's so bright, it's so pretty. And all of you are going to receive tonight something that's here at an amazing price. It's a hot pick. We just got it back in stock. You've made it customer top rated. You are wonderful foodie friends. And for the first day ever, we have the best easy pay, Nate, that we ever have had on this. 6 easy payments, and we don't do 7, of $46.50. So over here we have the cherry, and that's an absolutely beautiful color. And oh, by the way, you are getting the wonderful mitt handles to go along with it. If you bought this at lecreuset.com, if you got the spoon and you got this wonderful 2-in-1 pan, you'd be spending $315. We're not even adding in the price of the mitts or the recipe cards that you're getting. So you're actually getting more than that, but you have to spend $315. We have a price that's way under $300 at $279, but even better, for the first time ever, you're getting the spoon, you're getting the double, which we've used already in the kitchen with David, and you're doing that for 6 easy payments of $46.50. So there is your beautiful cherry. The blue is called Marseille, so it's a beautiful, beautiful French blue. My favorite is the flame, because I think you really see the beautiful ombre, the gradient color. But let's talk Le Creuset. You guys at home, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. But wow, if you are presented this at Christmas or at Hanukkah or for a big anniversary, anybody that takes the wrapping paper off, Nate, knows they're getting something amazing because of the history of Le Creuset.
Absolutely, that's right. I mean, first of all, we've been doing this for 90 years in the same foundry in northern France, perfecting the process. And, you know, I've been to the factory multiple times. I was actually just there in July working on some new products for QVC.
That's awesome.
And, you know, I love...
Next time, take us with you.
Oh, I would love to. I love going there because you can see all the craftsmen that work on these pots. 15 pairs of hands these pass through. Love and care goes in. You can see here, they're really one of a kind. You're watching each pot be hand polished. Each individual sand mold is broken and only used once. Multiple coats of enamel for that beautiful color, but also for our proprietary sand interior enamel for that easy maintenance. And you know, you talked about gift giving with these. That quality, that 90-year heritage that we have, we stand behind it with a lifetime warranty.
Wow. And that's why this does get passed down. This is what someone someday will say, this was my grandmother's pot that she made the best mac and cheese in, or she made the best roast chicken in. And let's tell everybody too, by the way, my favorite is the flame. We're down to the final 200. We don't have an advance order on this, so we want you to take advantage of our 6 easy payments while we have it. Nate, can you tell us about the 2 pans that are included? And oh, by the way, you also get those wonderful little mini hot pot holders for the handles, as well as the recipes and the spoon. That's kind of all going with it.
And
so talk to us about these sizes.
The hot pot handles are great because we all know cast iron is such a good conductor of heat. So you get that really even and also consistent heating temperature. But what we're also known for is this proprietary sand enamel on the inside for that easy cleanup, easy to glaze. And this really is 2 pots in one. So one of the recipes that we have in here is a braised chicken and mushrooms. You can see here, if you come in on this pot, all these beautiful brown bits that we've got down on the bottom. Now that's flavor. That's not something you want to scrub out at the end of the night. And the benefit of 2 pans here, this lid functions as a fully functional saute pan. So often when you sear meat to braise, you want that beautiful brown crust. You have to do it in batches so you don't overcrowd the pan and steam the meat. Not here. You can use both the lid and the base to sear your meat all in one step. And just a little bit of wine down in here. You can already see we're deglazing all that beautiful brown bits on the bottom.
That smell-o-vision.
You know, that wine is reducing at the same time and getting all that delicious chicken flavor right in there.
And by the way, that pot, that's a 3 3/4 quart round cast iron with the lid, which really is almost like your awesome fry pan. And you can do so much in that. I was just talking to Nate about a very famous Southern chef who said, you better never do cornbread in anything other than a cast iron skillet.
That's absolutely right. It bakes really well. Now look, this lid will fit right on top and lock in and function just like any of our cast iron lids. So it will actually seal in all that moisture. and you'll get that nice, delicious, tender cooked chicken. I want to ladle some of this out here for you so you can see.
Okay, it just smells so good. So whether it's coq au vin, if you're French, or maybe it is a little bit of, you've done a gorgeous
chicken and mushrooms here.
sauce.
And you can see if you come right down on here, you don't need a knife for this.
No.
That is tender, that
You're
is
like
fork
shredding
fall
the
apart,
chicken right there.
just with a fork.
Amazing.
Now if you want to hold this for me just for 1 second, you talked about baking.
Am I allowed to eat it while I hold it?
Of course, please. We did an Irish skillet soda bread in here, which is another alternative for cornbread. You bake it right in the skillet, and you just take just one little piece of this right off here, and you can see how delicious that is. And you're going to pop that right on the side. That'll sop up all the juices.
And over the way, I said to Nate, he must have been reading my mind because Rose of Tralee is simply 2 weeks away. So thank you for that Irish soda bread.
Absolutely.
In honor of David Venable, we cannot have a Le Creuset moment without a little bit of mac and cheese, or in this case, with 3 3/4 quarts, a lot of mac and cheese.
Absolutely. So this is a vegetable pasta dish for all you macaroni and cheese. I got to hear how good that is.
That is so tender. I mean, I barely needed to chew, for goodness sake, but it's infused
We
with
even
that
make it easy
flavor.
for you to eat it, right?
I love it. I love it.
So let me just get this pan on here for a little bit. And then we talked about this pasta right here. You know, all you mac and cheese lovers out there.
Wait, I saw something in the oven. Stay tuned for that. By the way, a little update on the flame, which is my favorite color. We have fewer than 150 remaining. Nothing advanced order waiting behind that. So if you want the flame, there's only 150 people across the country who can save all this money, use the best easy pay plan we've ever done for the first time ever. And if you're giving it as a gift, I mean, this is that wedding moment.
Absolutely.
This is that anniversary moment. But treat yourself. You deserve it.
It's an iconic box. Everybody knows it. And one other thing about this flame, this was our original color. This ombre that she talked about was inspired by the molten cast iron getting poured into the molds. It starts out this really, really, really bright red color, and when it cools, it gets darker. That's where that gradation came from. Oh, and oh, by the way, that's the color Julia Child cooked in too, so you've got something in common.
We've had
to
a
do
double
there.
Julia tonight. No, by the way, you know, I probably do a little more fashion than David Venable.
Right.
The ombre, that gradient, huge in fashion right now.
Absolutely.
So it's always going to be in style in your kitchen. And the beauty is, I don't think that you should just have to wait for an occasion. For $46.50 a month on Easy Pay with Love It or Return It, try it. Go for it. Treat yourself. It's customer top
It's a
rated.
true multitasker. It's space saving. So if you've got anyone out there that's first-time cooks, newlyweds, college grads, they need something to start their collection off, this is a great piece. Now,
Because they'll have it in 60, 70, 80
and they
years
can
and
use it,
beyond.
absolutely, they can use it for everything. This skillet we just use as a roasting pan. So one of the other recipes we have is this roasted vegetable pasta, which you can see the cheesy mac and cheese we have here. It's summertime. We want to take advantage of those vegetables while they're still out there, and maybe, oh, by the way, sneak in some for the kids when they want to eat their mac and cheese.
See, if David was here, it would be bacon.
Of course,
but
not
Nate did
divine
this in honor of
swine, but
me.
a little
Thank
vegetables.
you. I'm the vegetable girl.
And you
Look
just
at
stir that right in,
It's
so
gorgeous.
creamy. And again, all done in the same pot right here.
Right.
You don't have to take multiple things out. It stores as one pot with the lid right on top. And look at that, fully functional, multifunctional. We live in a multitasking world, and there you go.
And take it right to the table. I mean, put a little fruit on the table so that you can protect that because it's going to come out hot. But this is so beautiful that I would serve from this. Like you could do a sizzling fajita from the lid, for goodness sake, or
And that
you're going
cast
to make
iron will
some.
keep it really warm when you take it to the table.
My favorite magazine, All About Food, had a whole thing about grilled cheese this month and all the things you can do with it. So how about the perfect grilled cheese?
Absolutely. And so this, you know, we're talking about taking kids back to school. My young daughter just started preschool this week. A little bit of tears
I was gonna say,
from everybody.
Just say mom and dad or her.
And one of my favorite childhood memories was grilled cheese and tomato soup. It's so warming, it's so comforting. You can eat it during the summer, you can eat it during the winter. And you know, we saw David's recipe that you put together earlier. This is a delicious tomato soup, grilled cheese in the lid. You don't need the lid to heat the soup right here, 2-in-1. And again, this is just something that's so easy to do. The cast iron will give you that nice, delicious brown look. If you come in tight here on the grilled cheese we've done.
Okay, do need to do a little color update.
Let's do it.
I don't want anybody to be disappointed. So and there's that grilled cheese that Nate just showed you. Gorgeous. So if you want the flame, which is the iconic color, it's my favorite color. I mean, it is the color to give. 5 dozen remain at $46.50 on Easy Pay for the first time ever. Now, if the flame sells out, and it could very quickly, when you take a look at this cherry, I think this is David's color.
Absolutely.
He absolutely loves it. It's everybody's nodding. It's the color that our QVC foodies love more than anything else in the world.
Our
It is
most popular
gorgeous.
color as well.
And I'm thinking of, you know, that rich red burgundy that Tara McConnell does in Temptations. It would be gorgeous. But when you think of French cooking, when you think of French decor, you think of blue, white with splashes of yellow. That's what the French kitchen always seems to be. So there is this beautiful blue. It's called Marseille. It is on 6 easy payments of $46.50. You're getting the wooden spoon. You're getting the covers for the handles, so it's easy for you to transport this. You're getting all the recipes that you see right next to us, just the 2 pieces, because it's like buying one thing and immediately having a collection.
Absolutely.
That's what I love about this from Le Creuset, which is the name. I mean, a lot of people try to be Le Creuset. There's only one Le Creuset. I think that when yours was made, the mold was broken.
Absolutely.
And can never be used again. So you've just gotten yourself a collection tonight.
That will last a lifetime.
Just this and the wooden spoon, not counting the other extras, $315. We're at $279, but even better, for the first time ever, we're on 6 easy payments of only $46.50. And Todd from Virginia would like to join us. Good evening, Todd. Welcome to In the Kitchen with David on our Cooking on Q 24-hour event with Nate. Welcome to QVC.
Hi, Jane. Hi, Nate. How are you?
We're great.
Wonderful.
How are you doing, Todd?
Fabulous. I just wanted, to be honest with you, I have not bought any of these from QVC because I owned them all before you ever started selling them.
So as the expert, tell us why, Todd.
They're phenomenal. They eat the even heating, they clean well, it's a breeze. If you do happen to burn something on them, throw them in the sink, throw some water in them, and a few minutes later you scrape it right out. They're amazing.
Right.
I'm a professional chef. I manage a kitchen and a conference center, and we use these in my kitchen at work as well.
Wow, that's saying a lot. So what would you say, Todd, as a professional chef managing this busy kitchen, if somebody's thinking, am I going to use them? Like, I'm a home cook. Am I really going to use them? What would you tell them, Todd?
Absolutely. I probably have, all of mine are in flame. Orange has always been my favorite color. I have probably 60 to 70 pieces in my kitchen.
Wow. Well, Todd, you probably don't need any more, but we do have easy pay around these parts. So if you ever need a gift, you know where to come in the future, okay?
Absolutely. And actually, I give them for gifts every year at Christmas to my nieces and nephews.
Great
wow.
gifts, great way to start a collection.
Thank you, Uncle Todd. I mean, I know I'm a little old to be your niece, but, it's really nice that you called in. I'm looking forward to Christmas.
I know what color she likes.
Thank you, Todd. Thanks for calling.
Thanks, Todd.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And again, I love to hear that because I used to work in professional kitchens as well, and now I do most of my cooking at home for my young daughter, like I said. But it works.
Okay, this is the best part.
Okay. I'm just going to stop right there so everybody can look at this. This is a skillet brownie. This is one of our recipes that's included here.
Oh, yeah.
And this is just, right out of the pan. You take this to the table. It stays warm, and you don't even need a plate for it. I mean, you just go right into it with a fork.
Oh, yeah.
You can see that delicious center right there.
That's
I'm going to hold this for you if you want to take a bite of that.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to let that cool up because I have to talk too, Nate. First of all, here's the update. Whoa, and I'm knocking stuff over because I can't wait to eat my chocolate. Flame, final quantities, only 2 dozen remaining.
Oh, wow.
But if that does sell out, go to the cherry because it's in that same family. However, this will be the next to go. And if you're thinking that French blue, the color of a famous diamond at the Smithsonian, but also the color of a French kitchen is white with blue with accents of yellow. The Marseille is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I can't eat yet because I have to ask you a dreaded trivia question,
okay.
Nate. I know. Daughter just went to preschool, so we can do this. Where is the majority of the nation's tomatoes grown? I'm going to give you a hint. I was surprised. Okay, Florida, California, Alabama, or New Jersey?
I'm going to go with New Jersey.
See, that's what I would go, and we're both wrong because it's actually Florida.
Wow.
Florida and California hold over 2/3 of total U.S. fresh tomato acreage. Wow. However, all my Jersey friends are saying, okay, I'm going to take you down, Jamie, because we all know the best tomato
tomatoes.
is a Jersey
I'm
tomato.
a non-discriminator. I'll eat fresh tomatoes from anywhere.
But Jersey tomatoes are the best. Thank you, Nate.
It's great to see you so much. I had a great time.
Me too. The flame is almost gone, so stand in line, and that cherry not far behind as we continue with 24 hours of cooking on cue with fall in the air. It's really an honor right now, Nate, because I know what Le Creuset means to David Venable. I mean, it is the heart and soul of how he loves to cook. And Nate, who brings us Le Creuset, is here tonight with something that is absolutely gorgeous. And I was sharing with Nate that I was watching you guys together one time, and I decided I didn't like the way my kitchen looked. And my husband said, yeah, live with it, because the kitchen is staying, honey. And so I bought several, some of it on QVC.com, several items from Le Creuset in a bright color that when it sits on my stove, when it's around my kitchen, it's so bright, it's so pretty, and all of you are going to receive tonight something that's here at an amazing price. It's a hot pick. We just got it back in stock. You've made it customer top rated. You are wonderful
That's right.
foodie friends. And for the first day ever, we have the best easy pay, Nate, that we ever have had on this. 6 easy payments,
So
and we
exciting.
don't do 7, of $46.50. So over here we have the cherry, and that's an absolutely beautiful color. And oh, by the way, you are getting the wonderful mitt handles to go along with it. If you bought this at Creuset.com, if you got the spoon and you got this wonderful 2-in-1 pan, you'd be spending $315. We're not even adding in the price of the mitts or the recipe cards that you're getting. So
Absolutely.
you're actually getting more than that, but you have to spend $315. We have a price that's way under $300.